Hello everyone, Chuppergaming here, welcome back to my channel. It's another video to Dark War Survival, and today we're actually checking one of the most things that many of you maybe will be wondering about how it works, which is how to be building the trucks, how to make it a right one for the fight, and all these kind of things that can be hidden and can be looking so confusing. Today we're having a complete guide on this part, so watch till the end if you want to know and understand this part. So let's just dive into. So when it comes to the trucks, there is multiple things we actually should be taken into consideration. We're starting with the first one, which is the formation. Let's go to the troops. Over here, there is two things actually should be considered. The first one gonna be the positioning of the heroes. The ones that taken two spots here, they are the ones that will be in the front. So they should be at least someone that can be taken damage. So we're talking about riders. And the one on the back, it's recommended to have them damage dealers as they will be trying to survive the most. And the next thing is to be making sure to be going for the faction effect. This one is a completely 100% free extra damage that is highly recommended to not be forgetting. Yeah, it can be seems pretty much low, but it actually is playing a crucial role that can be making the table flip against the one that you're fighting. And at the same time, we're having as well the troop details or the amount of troops the trucks can be holding. It depends on the heroes that you're having into the formation. And how to know this part, it's basically by just going into the heroes. And then it's, let's see, we're having the units here. So here we can see exactly the amount of which level the troops that is deployed in this truck. And pretty much we can't really control it. It was the highest on the first truck. Like here we're looking to the four trucks. The one on the left is the highest one, which is the first one. And the one on the right side is the lowest one. And mainly it's the one that usually go to the auto rally join. And yeah, it usually have the lowest troops that is available at your at your home. And for the part with how to be identifying the amount of troops it is deployed, it's basically depending on the skill. So we're having the skills over here. This one over here it's I don't know, I think it was on the arena report. So we saw exactly the amount of how to be setting up the heroes into the truck and how many troops it can be holding. So if you go to the arena, today we're taking the arena as an example to be explaining what things can be considered when it comes to the PvP. And then let's go to the history. Then I'm already having a fight. So we're taking this one over here, 35 million. So checking the details, I've already won this fight. So let's have an analyze to it. We're starting with the first thing gonna be the modified vehicle. So here I'm a little bit higher than the other one. And then you can see over this part here the amount of CP that this truck is having. And then the next thing to be taken into consideration gonna be the tech comparison. And here it's aiming completely on the battle tech or the research. And back to the trucks over here, we can see that in the time for the PvP, then it's recommended to be working on the ones in the middle if we go to the trucks. And then to the modified vehicle. It's the parts. Here it's the troop attack. This is for the field. And here for the siege assault. And here for the defense. And then we have in the defense, and defense. So basically, the left side is aiming completely on any kind of attack, and the right side is aiming on the defense. So it's recommended to actually go for the attacks to be increasing the attack, and for the defense, not really considerable that much. Look into that if you're able to overtake the attack part. So it's an easy fight for you. So back to the arena over there. No, I don't want the heroes. I want the arena. So back to the history. We're talking about this one. So the next thing is tech. So working on upgrading into the battle with the two sides, the battle and the battle strategy, it's still affecting when it comes to the BGB. And then the next one gonna be the heroes. The heroes here, we're not talking about gears. We're basically talking about the hero itself, the level, the star, and pretty much if they have the faction, it will still apply. So here, like we're seeing, I'm already having 3 from the fighter, and the other one having 3 from the fighter. So there is no faction counter damage extra, which is good. And it's always good to be actually knowing which hero you're going to be fighting against, so you can be using the counter for it. Taking 15% extra damage will be really helping out, especially when it comes to the arena. And then we have the next one going to be the thing that many of us actually not paying attention to, which is the gears. The gears is taken a totally, completely separate page for the amount of power that can be providing to your heroes in the PvP in general. As you can see over here, we're pretty much having the same amount of PR for the gears. And yeah, one of the things here that I personally recommend to not be just focusing on just one single hero to be having your highest gears in. Yeah, if we check, you can see that I'm having them all balanced at some point, but it's always good to keep it this way. If you will be focusing on just one hero, then it's highly, highly important to actually make sure that this hero will be on the back. So you can try to keep him survive as much as possible, to not be putting it in the front. If you put him in the front, then you're basically sacrificing your battle, especially if you're just having one hero you're aiming to be the, we can call main damage dealer or the highest damage dealer into your team. So it's important, the positioning into the truck, really, really important. For the next thing going to be the troop comparison. And here it's still affected by the amount of troops you're able to have. If we check the combat log, then you'll see like just a number of the amount of rounds have got taken to actually make sure you either win or lose. And you can see it's pretty much a lot of numbers that will be making it complicated more than it is. But yeah, it's just normal numbers. I'm not going to go for numbers. It's too much complicated for me. But yeah, if anyone having an idea about how to be calculating this, please make sure to be sharing it with us in the comments. It's always good to actually have some ideas about how it works. But yeah, if we check to the attributes overview, then we see that the troop attack for me is higher than the other one, and that's because we're having the faction attack, as well as we're having the heroes here. Actually, they're helping out with the extra damage, and that's from the 4th skill, Trooper. And it's not this one. Yeah, well, we can do like this. If we go back to the heroes, you'll see that some of the heroes actually given the 4th skill, which is this one down here. Here it's given here, the rider hero's attack will be increased by 10%. And this is really good. That's one of the things why it's always important to be making the heroes to 4-star at least. So to be activating this skill, and it will be applying in any kind of content into the game. As well as when we're making the star higher level, then you'll see that it's going to actually still increase the attack with, yeah, it's a small percentage, but if looking to the overview, it's a long-term process that will actually benefiting in the long term. As well as it's not only this one, there is a lot of heroes that actually given boost for the troops as well. Like if we have the last 3 heroes we got into the game, going to be, we having Lan, we're having as well Darian, and the last one going to be Katarina. This one is the main 3 heroes that will be boosting the damage for the troops. It's not for the heroes, but it's actually this time completely aiming for the troops. If we check the skills here, we have in the 3rd skill, troop normal attack damage will be increased by 5%. And that's because I'm having her just 1 star. If having her more star, then we're talking about more percentage. And on the top of that, we're having the lost skill. The hero attack, it's going to be increasing the hero's attack and defense, as well as the troop capacity. The troop capacity is the one that increase the amount of troops you can be having in the truck that contain this hero, which is really a huge thing. And the same with the others. Dorian here, his skill as well is working on troop skill damage increase, and the lost skill increase in the troop capacity. And Lan is the same thing. His third skill gonna be troop counter damage increase by 5%, and the lost skill is increasing the capacity as well. So yeah, there's a lot of things when it comes to building trucks to be taken into consideration, especially when it comes to the arena as well, as an example. And yeah, when it comes to the arena and about to fight someone, it's not just by going in and attack. Look to which faction this hero or the one you're gonna be fighting having the main team in. Like as an example here, their faction is the fighters. Then it's recommended to be going with the counter faction against this one to increase actually the amount of damage. And yeah, it's just to be switching heroes. And yeah, it will be helping a lot. Same when it comes to sending your trucks outside. If we go there, let's go to the world. As an example, I'm gonna send the truck outside just to show you how it works. So let's go there. We put the march. When we're here, we're able to switch the heroes. We can just press on this icon over there, and then now I'm having the warriors or the fighters. Then I simply can be removing this one, and then I can be putting the other one. Let's put Franks. Or no, not Franks. I want to have. Well, let's play. It just to be switching between them. I'm already having 3 from the fighters, so if I remove Farhad, yeah, I'll remove this one, and then put this one down here, and then this one. So now I'm having from the rider faction. So yeah, it's really good to keep switching according to the plan, according to what you're gonna be fighting. If it's another one that happened fighter, and this is the main thing to keep tracking of when it comes to building trucks, fights, any kind of thing that is required to be involving heroes fight. Well, it's basically any kind of content into the game is requiring this part. So yeah, it's important to keep tracking of this one because it's really huge. And yeah, it's not really that hard just to be switching around, as it will help you in the long term if wanting to secure to be getting a win in here. So yeah, I hope it's gonna help you out to understand how to be working around building the trucks, customizing the trucks to be able to get the best out of it, as well as what to do when it comes to switching heroes, as well as the troops, how to be making it all in the right way. Make sure, guys, to share with us in the comments your thoughts about this. If you're having a different opinion or a different idea, make sure to share it as well. We're all here to help each other. So yeah, that's all for this video, and see you all with another one. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel for more content to Dark Horse Survival. Till then, take care and enjoy the game.